So I got a message on FET that I felt deserved a video response. Because what I'm going to say back to her is not going to be adequate. The question is, um, do masters care about their slaves in an emotional state? I know the master, and he said he doesn't care about his slaves and um, what his slaves wants or needs, um, or is this just a preference? Okay, let's have a conversation here. First off, are there masters out there like this and mistresses out there like this? Yes, but in my experience, they are the vast minority because we're humans. I don't like to treat people like objects. There are times and places where that is part of a scene. But for me not to care about the feelings and emotions of the person I am with, especially somebody I call my slave, doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. I want and need to care because the thing about it is that what a good master does or a good mistress does is they look to get the best out of their slaves, to get them to be their best, to make them better as human beings. Because the better I can make them, the better they can serve me. And the better they can become, the better they can serve me. The reverse is true. If my slave is not caring about my needs, wants, and desires, caring about who I am and what I am on an emotional basis, I am not going to be able to dominate them and to control them the way that they want. Let's make that very clear. What I am doing with that person is what they want. They are choosing to have this done to them. They are choosing to do this. They are not just randomly, I'm not just randomly picking a person off of the street saying, you will now serve me. That's not how this works. Any person who has ever had the title slave to me has earned it. They have worked for it. They have taken their time and shown me that they have my needs in mind. The same thing's true about a person you should call master or mistress. If they don't care about your needs, wants, and desires, why do you care about them? Why do you care about their needs, wants, and desires if they don't care about yours? Now, that all being said, does that type of person have a place within the community? Yes, yes, they do. For the right people who want it. If you are looking for somebody who doesn't give a shit about you, just wants to use you and doesn't care about what you care about, just is going to continue to just use you and treat you as a piece of property and doesn't care about your emotional needs, wants, and desires, there's somebody out there to do that for you. But I'm going to tell you that's not going to last long. And the reason is because after a while, it gets taxing. You want somebody to care about you. If you just show up every weekend or every other day or whatever your situation is, and that person, all they want is to to use you and fuck you and do all of these things to you, but doesn't give a rat's ass about you, for a while that's going to be fun. But after a while, it's going to get taxing. It's going to get old. It's going to get stale. What you want is somebody who actually can do that on a part-time basis, on the right times and places. but all the rest of the time does care about you, does love you, does want you, does need you. If somebody doesn't care about you and what you need, how long are you going to feel like they want you in their lives? They can go find somebody else just as exposable as you are. You are just something in their lives. This cup that I am drinking out of, this cup will be thrown away within a day or two. I'm just using it. I have liquid in it that I am drinking. After I am done drinking this liquid and I am done using it, I might refill it a few times with some other liquid, but then eventually I'm just going to go, you know what? Fuck it. And I'm going to use a completely different cup, like this one. So that's what you have to ask yourself. Is that what I want? Do I want somebody to do that to me? If the answer is no, then that's not the right person for you. What you want is you want to find somebody that cares about you and everything about you, all of your emotions, all of your needs, your wants and desires. Sometimes as a master, that's taxing. I have to deal with everything that's going on in their lives and sometimes put my things to the wayside. Because what I am trying to do is get them to be in a right headspace so that I can have the use of them that I need. I know. It's complicated. Just talking about it is taxing. It's complicated. This is what being a master is about. It's complicated. And if you do not understand that, then don't do this. You are going to be involved with this person's life from the second they wake up to the second they go to bed every day while they are in service to you. And if you don't understand that, don't get involved with this. You can just be a dom and have somebody you play with occasionally. It's perfectly fine and legitimate. But if you're going to be a master or you're going to be a mistress, it's a lot more fucking complicated than that. So, it's kind of it for now. Hit me up on Fed or leave a comment. Be well and safe.